So last night, during Chris Hansen's stream with Shiloh, Onion Boy thought it would be a wonderful idea to hijack Kai's Patreon and send out the squiggle you see in the bottom corner of your screen down there to all of their followers. I'm going to read and respond to it because I can only assume it boils down to 3.6 Rontgens worth of damage control, and I'm just as curious as you are to see what lies underneath the surface of this toxic waste dump of a letter, so without further ado, here we go. Onion. So Kai kind of hates me talking about this, nor does Kai know I'm sending this message. Oh, we're off to a great start right off the bat. So I'm going to go behind my spouse's back and talk about something they don't want me to on their platform for them. I'm glad to know that your platform is in such good fucking hands, Kai. But I'm Kai's husband. Owner would be a more appropriate title based on how you approach relationships, Onion Boy, but whatever. And I want people to know who he is. And a phebophile. And a groomer. Just like you. He is a great person. No, he's not. Groomers are not great people. They're parasites and a bane on our society. And has stayed silent on the recent series of events, and is that by choice or because you told him to shut his fucking mouth and not ruin your public image online more than the actions of both of you have already? Dragged out by tabloid YouTube channels. Tabloid YouTube channels? Chris Hansen from To Catch a Predator is a tabloid YouTuber? A 38-year veteran journalist? That's news to me as much as I'm sure it's news to Chris. Due to how hurt he was after, well, basically losing the ability to trust that people are who they say they are. Oh, I can understand that. You know, when you meet somebody online, they charm you into thinking they're one way. And you move in with them after being smitten for a while, and after a few short weeks, inevitably the mask slips, and you see them for who they really are. A two-faced, using, abusing, vicious, vitriolic piece of shit! Sounds like someone we know. Even people he's known for years, who said they would never hurt him or try to humiliate him, like they now successfully have. Are you talking about yourself? Because you do nothing but antagonize, humiliate, and talk down to your spouse. Now, I know you're both watching this. Guy, don't mistake that for sympathy or empathy. You got none from me. You went along with his plans to groom Sarah. And God knows how many others out there. You are as complicit, culpable, and guilty as he is in all of that. And you know what's hilarious? Since I've been around as long as I have, we warned you this would happen. We warned you he was going to treat you the way he has up until this very day. We warned you that he was a creepy weirdo into young girls. And I mean, he did scoop you right up out of high school after all. And you know what you did? You sat back in your live streams, spinning your fidget spinners, looking smug as fuck, telling the haters they didn't know what they were talking about, and everything was hey, okay, honky-dory, everything was fine. You don't look so fucking smug anymore. You did the equivalent of giving us a big fat middle finger, so allow me to erect two in retort and tell you to go fuck yourself with a heated iron bar. I told you so. I feel extremely bad for what he's going through. I don't believe that, because no one on earth is dumb enough to believe that, unless they're you. Because if he never met me, he could have had a private life. Some truth dribbles out after all. You know, it's funny how it works out that when people jettison you out of their lives like an escape pod from a Star Destroyer, they're always better off for it because they no longer have this whining tumor of drama parasitically attached to their social circles, causing them issues at a near endless basis. You should reflect on that because it means you're a problem for everyone around you, not the other way around. One that would never involve a huge portion of the internet believing something about him that is not only untrue, disprove the accusations with something that doesn't look like an Alex Jones conspiracy theory posting, and people might take you seriously, but you haven't done that, therefore no one can take you seriously, and plus we know better than to believe your pathologically lying ass. But completely unfair and emotionally crippling to endure. Unfair? What do you mean unfair? You fuck people over and have consequences for your actions. Get out of whatever delusional fucking Disneyland that you're living in and ground yourself back here on Earth with the rest of us. You don't get to treat people the way you have and just walk away from it because having to face what you've done to others makes you feel bad, therefore you shouldn't face it. Fuck you. You should, and that's what's going on right now. So suck it up, be a man, and fucking own it. God, you're the biggest fucking pussy this world has ever seen. Kai suffered a pretty huge heartbreak, losing his best friend to the anti-Onision community. Yes, they have their own community, and it's actually really scary. Everyone should fear this cyber terrorist for making this video, apparently. You mean the anti-Onision community that was started in 2008 by myself and maybe 10 other people that were actually doing videos and not just fucking with you in comments because of your god-awful militant vegan videos and horrible advice videos? This was pre-divorce gate, of course. You mean the anti-Onision community that grew even bigger post-divorce gate, post-Shiloh gate? And only got worse for you the more of your god-awful dirty laundry in life you would air to the masses, thinking it would paint you as some teen heartthrob that was being wronged by people left and right because that narrative so worked out for you over the years. I've been there, seen that, done that, been around for it all. Let me tell you something about the current state of the anti-Onision community these days. This may have escaped your notice. It'd behoove you if it doesn't anymore in the future. It's comprised now of almost entirely your former fan base. Do you have any idea on a weekly basis how many people hit me up on social media and say things along the lines of, I used to watch your videos way back in the day. I can't believe I was ever an Onion fan. They really helped open my eyes as to what kind of a person this guy really is. Thank you. I can't even tell you. I can't even count how many times people have said that to me over the years. You really think that people are going to stick around and watch your god-awful content forever? Greg, you are not a talented video maker. You are not a talented musician. You're not talented particularly in anything. You're just an eccentric fucking weirdo who people enjoy watching the life of as if it were a fiery train wreck. People are laughing at you. They're not laughing with you. I think the only thing keeping a gun out of your mouth at this point is you telling yourself otherwise because you utterly refuse to accept the reality of the truth, which is you're not talented, you're not funny, you're a mess and a wreck of a human being, and people enjoy laughing at it because you're easy to fuck with and easy to clown on, and now people don't need to give you any respect because you don't deserve any, since you're a fucking child grooming ephebophile pederastic piece of shit who was only concerned with getting his dick wet. Did you really think a community of people that were in negativity towards somebody like you wasn't going to come out of the woodworks eventually? Get fucking real. How dare you fucking shit on this community as if yours were any better in its current form? One of your biggest Patreon donators in your Discord is a 36-year-old dog fucker. Your streams are abysmal on bro. They're fucking terrible. Not only do you suck at playing video games to the degree that you get your ass kicked by your own toddler son, apparently. It's just you sitting around complaining, not even being able to get anything working right, while it's just more and more girls that are going to end up sucking your dick in the swamp shack one day, giggle and gaggle around in the background. You have a fucking channel with 2 million something subscribers on it that can barely get 70 fucking views a stream. You have millions of subscribers all over the website and you barely are floating on by with 20,000 fucking views. Where do you think all the people fucking went? Nobody manipulated them to go there either. Nobody told them to go there. Nobody said, hey, you should go join this community. You really should. You should just come to our side and we'll lead you down the fucking primrose path. No, they watched your patterns of behavior over the years, watched you disintegrate from whatever the fuck you thought you were trying to pull yourself onto the internet as in 2008 and 2009 into this fucking middle-aged, pudgy, fucking greasy weirdo with Justin Bieber hair in 2019 that wants to fuck young girls fresh out of high school, and they didn't want any fucking part of that. You did that to yourself. You did that to yourself. Your content is not original. It's not creative. It's not nuanced. You rip off shit that you enjoy, thinking, I made my own version of it. It's great, guys. Shit, that's why you do the Death Note character videos on repeat, because you can't come up with anything original. Chibi Durf, for example, is a fucking rip-off of Fred. And Fred's channel's been dead for years. Who gives a fuck about any of this shit? Does he even do media content anymore? Jesus, when the shit you ripped off is not even involved in the same fucking platform you're in anymore, maybe that should have been assigned to you to get your shit together and improve, and you wouldn't hemorrhage your fan base. So don't talk shit about the anti-Onision community if you can't understand why the fuck it exists in the first place, dumbass. Now, I've skipped to the last 3 paragraphs in this because trying to navigate this dude's god-awful writing style has made my brain feel like both hemispheres are trying to rip apart from each other and run away in fear. I have a legitimate headache right now. What sort of developmentally delayed education program did you go to learn how to write? You should be embarrassed that you're 34 years old and have the writing skill of a 10-year-old. I'm going to try to get through this as best as possible, but to sum up what I skipped, he pimps out Kai's Patreon and YouTube, and then victim blames and self-victimizes, and then subtly implies he's more than willing to throw Kai under the bus if the cops ever come to get both of them and they offer him a deal so long as he rats them out. And it's just, you know, what you'd expect from a slimy parasite like this. So with that out of the way, let's continue to the end. If people wanted to hurt me by doing this to Kai, they were successful. But the thing is, I don't matter. Yeah, you do. You're the linchpin of the whole fucking thing. You're the reason all of this is happening. You wouldn't be if you'd chosen not to want to stick your dick in girls fresh out of high school and then have your husband assist you in achieving that goal. Nice way to escape accountability, or try and fail miserably. Kai is the most innocent person I know among anyone. That's an interesting sentence to pick apart when you think about it. Who's the least innocent? Who you been hanging around lately? Does their last name rhyme with Zepstein? A lot of people compare you to the R. Kelly of YouTube, but I think you're more the Jeffrey Epstein of YouTube. Because we don't know whether or not you're helping others facilitate their grooming fetishes. You got some strange people in your Discord. 36-year-old dog fucker, as I mentioned earlier. So who knows? What horrors lie underneath the surface? What things have you really been doing we have yet to find out about? Ugh. All that matters is Kai, and to hurt him, well, that says everything about those people that target him, a person who is yet to publicly speak in this, because you take every opportunity you can to speak for them, which speaks volumes about you. Because unlike everyone else, he does not see hurting people as a good way to make money. Well, unlike you. Hey, I'm having a seizure. Hold on. I gotta get this shit on camera. It's gonna be YouTube gold. Yeah, that was a fucking smart move. What the fuck is the matter with you? To get attention, i.e. the tabloid YouTube channels who happily collect a paycheck while attacking an innocent person, kind person like Kai, I don't make money off this shit. The only videos I monetize are my music. That's it. I don't make money off this shit. I'm not even on a network anymore. I haven't been since 2015. I don't have any intention of going back to one either. So nice. Shove it up your ass with your accusation I'm monetizing this. Thank you for sticking up for Kai. I can't emphasize enough how much he needs people being genuine in his life. I got nothing. I know real honest people out there. And they've all abandoned you. So if he ever does post videos to YouTube again... Oh, I hope so. I hope so. And I hope they have the integrity to leave the comment section open. And the likes to dislikes enabled. Just subscribing to his channel, leaving a nice comment. Nice. Would help. Although to be blunt, like a blunt force trauma, this has been to my head reading it, I don't think he's ever returning to YouTube. This broke him. Fuck you and your dramatics. Holy shit. Holy shit. I can't believe that you thought this was a good idea to write. I can't believe you thought this was a good idea to write. I don't even know why I'm surprised that you did this. Nothing should shock me anymore. I'll tell you this. Continue. Because it is pure fucking entertainment at this goddamn point.